Real Estate Insider, where America goes for funding. Appreciate all of you guys tuning in and watching the channel with us this glorious Saturday evening. Every week we do our Talk with Angelo live show where you can tune in, ask me questions about real estate, market, credit, funding, everything that's going on in America with respect to mortgages, lending, and everything that we specialize in for the last 20 years. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching us. Give us a call, text my office if we can help you, 832-431-6331. Your direct nationwide mortgage lender and broker for the last 20 years. So all of our links are down below too if you want to get more information. To get signed up, to get pre-approved, there's no cost for enrollment. There's no contract. There's no hard credit check. All the links are down below to get more information about the company and us. We've been actively lending in America since 2005. Our website is official Angelo Christian. You can check us out on Google, Angelo Christian Mortgage as well. So tonight we're talking about a new program that we rolled out called instead of fixed and flip, we have a new program called fix and rent. And it's a very hot program for real estate investors, entrepreneurs that are trying to buy real estate that's distressed, a value add. And instead of flipping, instead of selling it, they're converted into a long-term rental. So instead of fix and flip, it's fix and rent. And you're keeping these properties and you're doing with the DSCR. So you've heard about DSCR. It's one of the hottest programs right now in America. It's really taken the real estate credit markets by storm because of how popular it is. It's a very attractive loan program because you can have a limited properties, you can blanket the properties, you can close in your LLC. There's no personal income check or employment check. So it really is a no-brainer from a scale standpoint if you're a real estate investor and you're trying to grow your business. So that's what we're going to be focusing on today as our fix and rent program with the DSCR. So, and basically, what it's for is designed for real estate investors that are trying to buy either a single rental property or a portfolio properties, whether they're trying to purchase existing rental properties that need to get rehabbed or if they're trying to do ground up construction. So normally when you're doing a fix and flip, you're buying a distressed property. Let's just say that you're buying it for $100,000 and you need to put $50,000 into it, and the ARV is $250. All right. So you have $150 into the deal. You're going to sell it for $250. You're going to get out of it and make $100,000. That's fix and flip. Fix and rent is where you're buying the same property, okay, for $100,000. You're putting $50,000 into it. Instead of selling it, you're going to refinance, either pay off the balance, pay off the private loan, the $150, or you can cash out up to 80%. Right? Pull the cash out and then turn into a rental property with DSCR. So you're not selling the property, you're keeping the property. And you're going to lease it out either short-term rental or long-term rental. Okay, or corporate housing or whatever you're going to do. So that's the difference with fix and rent and fix and flip is you're going to keep it. Now, you can do this again on one property or 100 properties. It's up to you. And you can close usually within 3 to 4 weeks. These are all 30-year fixed loans. There's no there is no balloon. You can do interest only up to 10 years. There usually is a 3 to 5 year prepay, which you can buy down if you want to get out of the prepay. You close in your LLC. So it doesn't report to your personal credit. You can close in a newly formed LLC. It just goes on your EIN. The property can be vacant at the time of closing. You can go up to 80% on a cash out. They're all 30-year fixed loans. Again, you don't have to have employment. You don't have to have income. There are some other requirements. Ideally, you want to have a 700 or higher credit score, own your own primary residence, at least have one rental property prior experience. You don't need to have that, but it helps. Have your LLC set up. It only takes a few days. You can go to your local Secretary of State and do it, or LegalZoom or wherever, have your operating agreement set up. It's very simple to do. And like I said, it only takes a few days to usually pre-approve. We do have to have an appraisal done, which you do have to pay out of pocket for. They're about $500 to $700. We do have to have a title commitment. The closing costs are usually 2 to 3% that get financed into the loan. You don't pay those out of pocket. If you're doing a cash out, there is a reserve requirement of 6 months, but the cash out that you're taking can be used for those reserves. If you're buying the property and you're putting, it starts with 15% down, you can get a gift for the down payment. You do have to have 5% of your own funds. It still requires a 6-month reserves. So just keep that in mind. You need to have that in a bank statement for at least 30 days. But it's available nationwide. It doesn't matter if it's in New York, California, Texas, Florida, Minnesota, Hawaii. It can be for single-family homes, condos, townhomes, multifamily. It depends on. It's really, the minimum loan amount is $100,000. There is no maximum loan amount. So just keep that in mind. So, but it's an awesome program for you to really scale and build up your rental income, your portfolio. We've had several investors that we work with that have started with just a few properties and now have either several hundred properties or several thousand. They usually bring in a property management company, which we can also recommend to you. But the idea is that you can scale and build out your portfolio and build massive, cash flow, massive, mailbox money. For you, your investors, your heirs, your trust, your REIT, whatever you have set up, and create great cash flow. And real estate is an amazing vehicle because it keeps to continue to appreciate. You have somebody paying down the debt. You have the tax incentives. There's just an abundance of opportunity to build wealth with real estate. And we're here at the Center Hub to be able to help you with the financing to be able to get those deals done. So, please reach out to us if we can help you. Give us a call, text our office. Don't be a stranger. We're open 7 days a week. You can call or text us at 832-431-6331. Like I said, we've been actively lending in America for over 2 decades. It's an awesome program. And the one thing you got to think about, if you do the math, let's just kind of break this down. I had a customer the other day. They did a cash out on a build to rent program. They built 20 single family homes in a subdivision. Okay. And their cost basis for each home was around $400,000. Right. So it was about $8 million for construction and the land was about $3 million. All right. So their loan was for about $10.7 million. And the value of the properties was like $17 million when they were done. Okay. They didn't want to sell these properties. They wanted to lease them out. They're leasing out these properties for combined $150,000 a month. And they cashed out the property 80% and took out almost $3 million in cash on the refinance and got a 6.5% 30-year fixed rate. So they pulled out almost $3 million in cash. They've created, almost $1.7 million a year in cash flow. So that's the beauty of the build and rent program. So instead of the fix and flip where you get out and you're going to make a lot more money up front, but you lose the real estate, right? And you lose the monthly cash flow. And there's trade-offs to both. Both of them are good. It just depends on what you want to do. And I'm suggesting that what the fix to rent program or the build to rent program is very good for creating long-term, dividend type residual income. If you want long-term cash flow and long-term value from equity appreciation. These are things to think about if you're trying to set up a retirement plan for your family, a trust for your investors, or REIT, whatever you're trying to do. It's a great vehicle to help you to build wealth. And we love to help you guys out there with this, whether it's one property or a single property. If you do have a partnership, whoever has 20% or more ownership of the LLC has to go on the loan, and whoever has the lower credit score, their credit score will be used. That's one thing to keep in mind. They do like to see that you have at least 6 months of title seasoning on the title for ownership. That's an important thing. So I don't know if you guys have any questions, please feel free to, hit us up down below if you have any questions about these programs. You can also click on the links down below. Like I said, there's no cost for enrollment. There's no hard credit check, as this is soft check, so it doesn't affect your score. There's no contract. It usually takes just a few days to get you pre-approved. Like I did say, the property can be vacant. It doesn't have to be leased out. It does help if it's leased out, but it can be vacant. But it's a great program for you to help you to scale up your business. And like I said, you don't have to have employment. They don't do a personal income check or a debt ratio check. So it reduces, 40% of the conditions or the requirements to get a loan. That's why the DSCR program is so popular. The one thing what DSCR stands for is debt service coverage ratio. That means that the PITI, the payment that you're paying, should be at least greater than or equal to the rents that you're receiving. That means if you're collecting $2,000 a month in rent, your payment that you're paying to the lender should be less than or equal to that. If you're paying more than that, then you have a negative DSCR, then that's not going to be good for you or the lender. So you want to target properties that have positive cash flow. We do negative DSCR and no DSCR loans, and those are fine. But ideally, you want to be looking for properties that have a positive debt service coverage ratio, positive cash flow. And you can learn that by looking at what the market rent comparable analysis is. If you're seeing that, okay, the rents are, $2,000 a month and your payment's going to be $2,500, that's probably not a deal you want to get involved with if you can't raise the rents. Okay, so just think about that when you're trying to, because you should be able to do some preliminary research with your broker or online with AirDNA or Zillow or whatever research that you're doing before you go under contract to purchase that property, or if you build that property. You want to at least be collecting a 1-to-1 ratio with the payment, ideally more. And that's why a lot of people will do a 40-year amortization or they do interest only, because that way they can have a better NOI. You want to have a higher net operating income, better cash flow. And sometimes you won't realize that right away. Sometimes it takes time, where maybe you create more value by adding an ADU. Maybe you add another unit. Like another more square footage, another bedroom, whatever. Some people are doing like a secondary unit with another kitchenette, and or a townhouse split, and they're creating more rental income by doing that. And you add more value because now your rental income, the rental income that you collect, is a function of the value, your market cap. So keep that in mind. So, and obviously we can help you with all of these different loan programs. We do commercial loans, residential, hard money, bridge lending, conventional, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, no documentation, private lending. So, don't be a stranger. Definitely reach out to us. If you want to learn about our fix and rent program, the DSCR, or our build to rent DSCR, we offer all different types of financing, whether it's multifamily or single family or industrial. We definitely want to help you with the financing packages. So please reach out. Don't forget to subscribe, like that bell, enable notifications, give us a big thumbs up. Please share this with anyone that you know that'll get value from the channel. We work really hard to educate you, empower you, get you the information, the knowledge, so that way you can make informed decisions with your real estate investments. So yeah, definitely reach out to us if you want to learn about our loan partner program to get signed up for, get paid for your referrals for loan partnership, our real estate university, which the links are down below for the real estate university, or to get pre-approved for a loan, you know how to do that already, or for our Amazon reward loyalty program. If you're a vendor, a customer, a partner, and we've worked with you, you can get paid with your Amazon gift cards. Just go to Angelo Christian Mortgage to give us a 5-star happy review. Hopefully we did a good job for you. I know we work very hard too. And we'll hook you up with that Amazon gift card. So a lot of ways to add value with our company. I appreciate all of you guys spending your time with us on Saturday. I hope that you enjoy the rest of the time with your family. If we can help you with anything, please reach out to us. Don't be a stranger. Give us a call, text my office, whatever we can do with Angelo Christian. Thank you so much for tuning and watching the channel. Take care. Peace out. We'll see you all again next week. Later. Bye-bye.